Sometimes on a Thursday, I think to myself, I think there used to be a collab channel that I was a part of. What, was it Glowbox Burrito? No, that wasn't it. Three Awesome Roommates? No, that's not it either. I know! 7 States of Insanity. Hey countries, it is Thursday, March 18th, 2010. How are you guys doing? It's been a while since I actually made a video on this channel. Mainly because I was planning to leave the channel, and not really be a part of it anymore. Because I wanted to focus on my channel, but then I realized, you know, the things that I had planned out for my own personal channel, started to pile up, and it started becoming too much of a chore. So I dialed that down a bit. So hopefully for a good while I'll continue making videos on this channel. I want to let you guys know that I'm very sorry that I haven't been making videos. I'm not going to make any excuses, Matt. Matt, I love the excuse generator. Well, lucky you, Matt, for having an iPhone. I have a cell phone too. It's a... No, never mind. It's a cordless phone. Remember those? Yeah, so Matt, you are a great video blogger. You're funny, even when you don't have anything scripted. For me, it takes forever to script stuff, because, you know, I haven't really... See, this is why I should script what I say. But this is completely unscripted, and it's probably going to take me longer to record than, you know, if I were to have something scripted, then I could just, BAM, get everything out. Anyway, you're a great video blogger. I hope to see you more on this channel, but obviously, if you have previous engagements or, you know, life gets in the way or whatever, it is forgivable. Unlike me, because I don't have a job, and it's just like, you know, sometimes I get lethargic and lazy. Lethargic, is that the proper word? Or if I come up with a video idea and then, like, because of the atmosphere that I'm in, I can't record or anything like that. You know, and then I can't go outside because it'll probably be too dark at the time, or people just give me, like, these weird looks and I don't know. Just, so, you know, the setting has to be right. Luckily, I'll be moving to Warner, soon. Maybe not as soon as I hope. I'll be living in a, you know, a pretty big house and in the countryside, so, you know, less people to worry about, and more opportunities for places to vlog. Deb, I'm glad that you enjoyed Alice in Wonderland. From what I understand, like, the premise of the story, I've never seen it personally, but the premise of the story, I think, took place 10 years after the original Alice in Wonderland. Like, Alice doesn't remember being in Wonderland the first time, so I mean, maybe that's why people, you know, aren't, you know, people that don't like it for that fact, because they were hoping it to be, like, an actual, a live-action interpretation of the original cartoon or the book. But see, that's the thing about movies and remakes and sequels to old movies, is you have to take it for what it is. You shouldn't have to base it on, you know, a different medium, because it is a different medium. It's a movie. It's live action. It's not a cartoon, so things have to be shot a certain way and look a certain way, and told a certain way. As times change, so does storytelling. If our videos are longer than 3 minutes, people won't watch them because, you know, they have short attention spans, so you have to, like... You have to constantly get their attention. Like, hey, here's a topic here. Hey, here's an extension of the topic. Hey, it's a new topic. Hey, 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 hey. You see what I mean? But, before I watch Alice in Wonderland, well, since I don't have any money, I won't be able to see it in the theaters anyway, but, before I actually watch the film Alice in Wonderland, I want to see the sci-fi version, like the miniseries Alice. I think that will be interesting to watch. But before I even watch that, I want to watch Tin Man, which is the sci-fi version of The Wizard of Oz. Because to be quite honest, I love independent films more than I love the big budget films. Just for the simple fact that it's independent. It's like you have these, you know, this little company, not like this huge company, this little company working with what they've got and, you know, putting their spin on things. I usually put my spin on things, but they end up being the spin of failure. As for the subject of getting fit, I really should be doing that. I really should be getting back into the swing of things. And I mean, ever since I was a teenager, like from, you know, ever since I was about 11 or 12, I've always been fat, but I've been getting fatter. And the last time I really, truly worked out was, like, May of 2008, so that was a couple of years ago. And though I didn't really do much, I mean, I would probably go at like 2.5 miles per hour. I don't know how many that is kilometers per hour, but you know, I'd be on a treadmill at 2.5 miles per hour for about a half an hour, and then I pushed it up to 3 miles per hour, and then I would go on the elliptical for about a mile and a quarter. And if I felt up to it, I would go like on one of those bicycle machines at the gym, you know, and I'd do that for a little while. I'd do some crunches. I'd probably do about 50 crunches. Of course, I'd do the assisted crunches because I can, you know, I can't do push-ups or sit-ups on my own. But I have noticed that after a while of working out that I lost a little bit of weight. Well, maybe not a little bit of weight, but I noticed that I get a little thinner here. I mean, you know, you wouldn't be seeing, I used to be like this, and, you know, and then it would be like this, and you wouldn't be able to see this, but now it's coming back, as you can see. So I want to get less of this and more of this. I mean, I hate going outside in the wintertime, so I gain weight in the winter. But even in the summertime, though, it's like I have no one to work out with or anything, so I barely go out in the summer, too, but I go out more than I would as if it were winter. This is why people should have workout partners. Yeah, but I know once I move to Warner, I'm going to be walking everywhere I go because it's such a small town. Everything's going to be along one road. I know I'm going to be losing weight because I'll be doing a heck of a lot more walking when I go to Warner. Any place that I'll need to go to, it'll just be right along that main road, you know, right downtown. I mean, it's such a small town. It's just like, hey, you want to go to the laundromat? Okay, you just go down right over here. You know, it's about a half a mile. Oh, you want to go to your, you know, if I ever get a job at, like, one of the gas stations or whatever, it's like, oh, it's over here. You know, go down there and they're about a half a mile. Post office. It's just a few steps away from the house. If I want to go to the graveyard for whatever reason, it's right across the street. So I know once I move to Warner, I'm going to be losing a heck of a lot of weight. I hate going outside walking alone, man. More often than not, as a pedestrian, there are people that drive by all the time and just yell crap out because they, you know, they think they could get away with it. They're like, we're in a car, you can't chase us down, fatty. Heck, I remember about 10 years ago, I'd be walking home from a friend's house, and there were a couple of girls that were walking across the street, and they asked me if I was a boy or a girl, and I said that, you know, I'm a boy, and they said, you sure don't look like it. That's because when you get fat, you get moobs, which are man moobs, which are, it's a condition called gynecomastia, something like that. Not to mention, it didn't help that I grew my hair out. My hair used to be, like, down to here. Not to mention I got beautiful eyes. Or so I'm told. Damn it. Alright, after I finish filming this video, I'm going for a walk. Thank you, Twirl, for chiming in at the right times. And Samantha, I'm very sorry that you weren't able to move up in your job, but there's always another time. There's always next year for the next raise, or every 6 months, you know, companies get raises. I don't know how your company works, but I certainly hope that the next time there will be a raise, you will receive it. Just don't do what I do. I mean, if I don't receive a raise, I usually just purposely slack off, you know, out of spite. And then I won't get a raise because I slacked off out of spite, you know, coming the next year. I know you're going to work harder. Especially in television and radio, because I love television and radio, or at least I love the idea of it. I've always wanted to be in television and radio, but I personally have never taken the necessary steps to obtain such a career. I.e., I have never gone to college. Well, I did. I went to college for film and radio broadcasting. Well, television and radio broadcasting and production and all that. But that was for 1 semester. It's not like 1 semester is going to give me all the skills I'll need to be in such a profession. It's a 2-year course. I had to get sick and then I had to drop out of college because I'm a winner like that. So next year, if you don't get that raise, just tell them that you are a human incarnate of a cherub. And, like, you know, do that cute thing you do with your face. Whatever that may be. Wow, this is a super long video. I'm very sorry, guys. You guys take care, and I will see you next week. Everybody else, thank you for watching, and the secret is coming.